Well, I've made it back from my trip from Las Vegas. Got back Monday morning, about 10 o'clock in the morning. It was an all-night flight. I was exhausted. I think I slept 4 hours yesterday, and then I went to bed again last night about 9 o'clock. I don't even think I got out of bed till 10 o'clock this morning. But I've got to get myself back ready, back going. I got to get the truck packed up. I've got to put on this reservoir that was cracked. It came in while I was gone. So I got to pull the old one off, stick this one on. Then I've got to decide on what I'm going to do with the trailers. I can either pull my drive in or stay hooked up to this step deck. The problem with the step deck right now is I don't know what's going on with the brakes. I've done changed everything. Everything on there is brand new, but I'm still having dragging, overheating, and something's going on. I'm still leaning toward the wrong S-cams. That's what I'll be honest with you. I'm leaning toward the wrong S-cams. But anyway, let me get this here lid pumped up. Get the damn hood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a bucket and snip off this wire tie right here, and then just let this here drain into the bucket. Hate to really snip this here wire tie up here. I don't have one that thick, but it's got to be snipped. And let's go ahead and get my pliers. I guess I can maybe get that under there once I cut it loose. All right. Well, that ain't working out good at all. Yep, that ain't working out good at all. Crap. Most of it didn't come out. There's about a gallon in that bucket, but most of it didn't come out on the ground. I'll just let it dripping. I guess it would have been better to disconnect it on the other end, huh? The only thing about disconnecting it on the other end, if I'd have disconnected it down there, then I would have had the problem of all the coolant also in the motor also trying to come out. Well, I should have been way out. Something's going on. I think it's sucking it out of the motor. All right, that's got that. That's what the problem was. I just had to take the cap off so it break the siphon. It just kept siphoning the motor, stuff out of the motor. But anyway, let me go wash my hands up. They got nasty. So it looks like to change this thing, it's just pop off this little hose clamp. Pull that back. One on the other side. Slide that off. And then 2 bolts at the top, and this thing should just lift out of its cradle. So it looks like it's about a 13 millimeter. Little 1/4-inch wrench should get it right on out of there. And that should be it. Is there another hose? Oh, yep. Don't forget your sensor. All right, the thing is now out. Yeah, this thing here just sits right down inside that little round gasket right there. And that's about it. So, should be pretty simple. Looks like this thing here just slaps right down in that hole. That right there slaps into there. This front hose goes back on. Put your clamp back on it. Put the clamp on the back side. Uh-oh. Houston, we got a little bit of a problem. Looks like this hose here is way bigger than what's made for on this right here. So it doesn't even fit. So now we then ran into a problem already. So here's the factory one right here. You can see that hose clamp right there on this one is much bigger than the one that came in. How come they just can't make things the same? They got to make things more complicated. So, outside of this one here being much skinnier than this one here, they are identical. Yep, so that's my luck. Luck would have it, even though you get the right part, it's the wrong part. But at least now I know what I got to look for. Make sure that all the ports are the same size and that all the hose connections are the same. Yeah, I guess I could get a step down, got some kind of a nipple and put the old hose on it, then the nipple on the other end of it. All right, so I went down to Peterbilt and I got this little 3/8 to 5/8 adapter right here. So I'm just going to slide this onto here, cut the old hose off a little bit, and then slide this into here and then this onto my new reservoir. And that should take care of it. All right, so I went and got me a short hose and this little nipple. It's all put on. So now I should be able to just take it straight back and put it right back on. All right, so now shouldn't be nothing to it. I guess if I were to put the hose on the right damn side. All right, that thing's back on. Go ahead and clip this little top hose on. That part's done. Slip this hose in. Tighten this down. Put these two bolts in at the top. Now all I got to do is cut a little bit off of this. All right, slide this back up. And I'm just going to leave this cap here on here, but I'm going to put the factory cap in the truck and go ahead and use this cap here too. Pour my antifreeze back in and I should be back in business. I do got to put one more hose on right here at the bottom. All right. See if I can't pour this back in here without a funnel. Probably not. We'll try it. Yeah, go get a funnel. All right, it's to the minimal. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it to the top because I'm sure I lost a little bit of extra on the ground, more than 1 gallon. All right, should be back in business. Well, at least that part's done. Now I just got to make a decision. Do I want to spend more time working on these brakes and trying to figure out that problem, or just take a break from this too and pull my dry van, or go look on Amazon's board and pull some Amazon trailers? You know, I went to that Amazon thing last week. They didn't tell me anything that I didn't already know. It was kind of a really big wasted trip. I mean, I was going out there to be with my friends and hang out with them and, you know, go with the wives. So it's sort of like a mini vacation. 2 nights was paid for. However, that being said, you know, I let one of my buddies order the tickets as a group. I've already mentioned all of that. I would have did it completely different. You know, we got the tickets from Tuesday to Sunday night. I would have went from Monday, or actually I would have left on Sunday night or Monday. Then we could have had Monday and Tuesday and got there on Sunday. Sunday nights, Monday nights, and Tuesday nights are cheap for the hotels. Amazon was paying for Wednesday night and Thursday night, and then we could have left on Friday. But hey, they did it, and I went with them. Yeah, I mean, I could actually maybe pull this trailer. I don't know. I went to another parts place the other day and talked to them about the S-cams, and they showed me a different one. And it has a shorter, fatter S-cam. The same splines, the same length and everything, just shorter and fatter. And I can't remember, because like I said, I'm not the one who changed those S-cams 2 years ago. All I can say is that since the S-cams and the brakes was done 2 years ago by the local shop, I want to say that I've had more problems after that. And all I can say is that when I do call the manufacturer and give them the VIN number, that the S-cams that are on there is what they're saying is supposed to be on there. But I don't think it's accurate. I don't think it's right.
I never meant to cross the line. Never meant to let you get into my paradise. Wish I could put it all behind me, but it's stuck inside my mind.